it is Nancy Taylor here from HeyNancyTaylor.com, and on this channel you will find all things about teaching ESL online, growing your brand, and becoming the best version of yourself. I am excited for you to be here, and this video is specifically about taking time off from teaching. Have you done it? Have you taken any time off? Maybe you're a new teacher, maybe you are a veteran teacher, wherever you are on the scale of beginner to veterinary. That's not a scale, it's not a thing. Maybe you have thought of taking time off, or maybe you have taken time off. So in this video, we will go over why did I take August, the entire month off of teaching, and then also some tips that I have for you. So 3 tips in taking time off, and I have some good golden nuggets in here that I cannot wait to share with you. With no further ado, let's get right into the video. Also, if you have not yet, make sure you do subscribe below because I do have more videos coming on teacher experience, what it's like. I had a day in the life last week. You can catch that video up here, or I'll leave it in the description box. Just know that that iCard, when you're here watching on YouTube, I always link any videos that I talk about right there in the iCard, so you can catch them there. If you're like, where is it? Where's the description box? Click the iCard and they'll be there as well. For those that are new to my channel, my husband is a pilot. We can call him Pilot Dave. And with the pilot schedule, he is gone for 3 days, home for 4 days. He might be home for a whole week and then gone for 2 days. It just always varies. But I've come to find that when he is gone, I miss him and love him more. When he is gone for like even 1 day, I'm like, oh, I appreciate how Dave calms the kids down. I appreciate how he'll do bedtime with them because I'm exhausted when it's just me. And it's true, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So it's much easier to have that gratitude and grateful heart when he is gone. I'm like, I love you, come back, okay? You're watching football again? Just kidding. The same is true with my students. When I was gone for a month, I missed them dearly. The last time that I took time off from teaching was Jack was born. He was born a year and a half ago. Oh my goodness. How did that happen? When he was born, I took off a month. That's all I could do because I missed my students so much. I went back when Jack was 3 weeks old. 3 weeks old. I do not recommend it. I would stay home 2 months if I did it again, just because I feel like I rushed back to it because I missed my students so much and I was so worried of losing them and not being able to get them back. So in this video, I will give you tips on how to avoid that, and also just from my experience in taking time off, the good things that came out about it. So if you have a baby due, or you're planning on having a baby in the future, or maybe you have a vacation that is in the works, or you're looking at maybe a time where you'll be overly stressed or working on other things, then maybe you've been thinking of different times when you would take time off from teaching online. I teach for VIPKid. This is for VIPKid teachers. It can also apply to other online teachers, and hopefully there'll be tips in here that you can take even if you're not an online teacher. First of all, why did I take the time off? I took this time off in hopes that I would spend that teaching time working on learning how to do course creation, learning how to market myself online, learning these skills that I do not have. I don't know how to do Facebook ads. I don't know how to do Instagram ads. I don't know how to work the platform that I now have a website on, Kajabi, or have opt-ins and all these things that I love learning about, but I don't have that skill set. I'm learning. And I thought, well, if I take this time off from teaching, then I will use that time to work on these skills and learning them while also running my referral business and keeping that going. So I thought I could, instead of teaching, replace that time with learning new skills myself. And guess what? I did not get anything else done. I did not get any more done. Because who wakes up at 5 a.m. if they don't have a class to be to? Yeah, I did not. I did not. So I learned that I am far more productive when I teach just an hour to an hour and a half each day in the morning. Gets me out of bed, gives me my energy boost, and it gives me that routine in the morning to start my day. I started sleeping until my kids were waking up, and then I was trying to do my work during nap time, and then I was working till like 2 a.m. I was working late nights, I got sick. Oh, it was a hot mess. I was getting work done, but there was no routine or organization to it, so it wasn't as productive as I had anticipated. So number one, I learned that I am more productive when I have that hour in the morning for teaching. The second thing that I learned is new students were able to find me. So I didn't open any slots in the month of August 2019, and when I open up the slots again, I always just do priority booking, so I see the same students every week. I did that the first week, and then the second week back, I did not accept them. I thought, well, maybe I won't jump all in and do every week, maybe I'll teach every other week. And I thought, who am I kidding? I'm much more productive when I'm teaching. So I opened up that second week a little late, meaning that my regulars did not get the opportunity to book me first. And this opened up for other students to book me, and I have the sweetest story. So I have to read this to you. This is from a student. I saw Julie on my schedule Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days in that first week. And this is what her mom wrote me on WeChat. I just love it. We'll talk about WeChat later too. I'm just reading on WeChat. Hello, dear Nancy, I'm Julie's mom. How are you? We've been following you since about March. From your short video, Julie found that you have a cheerful personality, especially caring. So my videos, I did virtual field trips, and I have a lot of them up on VIPKid's website. I also did a lot of project reviews. So students would see me in these videos out with my family, making a project and showing them, this is option 1, this is option 2. The students see those, which I had no idea as a teacher. So that's great to know. That's how she saw me. So Julie has been wanting to make an appointment for your class almost every day after school. She opens the app and wants to make an appointment for your class. I'm going to cry about this. Everything comes to him who waits. Since March, it is September. Fortunately, at noon one day last week, she suddenly found that you had opened several classes, so she called me excitedly and said that she finally had a chance to attend your class. After your first class yesterday, Julie was overjoyed. She said you are the most beautiful and the best teacher in her heart. She loves you so much, but it is too difficult to make an appointment for your class. So I want to contact you through WeChat, and I need your help. Thank you so much. We love you. So I'll talk about WeChat and how I use that, and just kind of my feedback and my experience with it. But amazing. She'd been waiting since March. I had no idea that this beautiful student, and she is a dream. I'm like, how have I not found you until now? So it gives the opportunity for new students to find you. That's the second thing I learned, and it is a beautiful thing. It warms my heart so much. The third thing I learned is coming full circle back to the analogy I made with Dave being gone as a pilot, is that I realized just how much I love my students, how much I've missed them, and I have another WeChat message that we are going to listen to from my student Larissa, and it is just the sweetest. I love the way she explains things. Listen to her message, and your heart will burst.
Hi Nancy, I'm Larissa. Long time no see. I hope you haven't forgot me, because we really haven't seen each other for a long time. I wanted to tell you that it's not that I don't like your class, and it's not because I give up English. Instead, I make a progress in my spoken English. It's just because your class is so hard that I can't make an appointment for it. And I like you so much. You're the best teacher I have ever met. I really miss you. I hope to be able to enter the classroom again. And the Mid-Autumn Festival in China is coming. It's traditional. On that day...
Oh, you gotta hear the end.
On that day, people show the people who they love and miss. I really hope to see you again. But now I can only wait for a chance. I just wait and wait until somebody cancels. All I know, I wish your family happy when the Mid-Autumn Festival is coming. I believe we'll meet again. We can talk happily in VIPKid, not only in the WeChat. Miss you and love you, Larissa.
Oh my goodness, like how do I not just love that? This is why the job is just so great. Guys, if you are not a VIPKid teacher, you need to jump on the bandwagon. I cry about it because I love my students. And if you're thinking, I would love my students if I could get bookings, just like my first message from Julie, good things come from those that wait, it does take some time. And so you may need to be waiting and working on yourself and checking and doing all that you can, and it will come. It will come full circle. I just loved the message in and of itself from both of those students, Julie and Larissa. Oh, I love them. Tips. We are moving into my 3 tips. I have 3 tips if you're taking time off. Number 1 is to inform the parents because they'll be wondering, where are you? What happened? So I always put it in my bio. I will not be teaching in August. I will be back in September for classes to be booked. However you want to word it, put it in there. I also let the parents know in the feedback. I will, if they ask for a priority booking, I will click travel or have a previous engagement. Whatever you want to put, there's little bubbles that come up if you do not accept their priority booking, and you can explain to them. Now, I'm going to move into number 2 here in a minute and explain how WeChat comes into this, but I always let the parents know the best that I can. If I'm taking a big chunk of time off, if I'm just taking a week off, then I'll just let them know in the priority booking, but I won't change my bio. But if I'm taking a month off, then I put it in my bio. I just make sure they know I'm still here and this is my schedule. This is when I'll be back for you to book a class. Number 2 is WeChat. Now, I hope like crazy that VIPKid creates a communication with us and the parents, because I know in the past people have asked, do you have WeChat? Can we have WeChat? What's the official stance on WeChat? Yeah, there's not an official stance because we are private contractors. They can't say you have to do it this way. So what do I do with WeChat and why do I use it? When I had Jack, I did not have WeChat a year and a half ago. I lost a ton of regular students. I was so sad. That's why I jumped back in too early, I feel like. If I had WeChat, and what I use it for is I only give it to my regular students. I don't give it to everyone. And there will be different opinions on WeChat. Some might like it, some might not. I communicate with my regular students, and that way I can get them back on my schedule. So I will, after the booking frenzy, I'll just make sure that they message me, say message me Monday night. They'll message me, I'll open up that specific spot for them. That's how I get them back on my schedule. Now that's how I do it because I like to keep those regular students, and also they appreciate being on that schedule. I hope in the future that VIPKid has a communication where we can do that. Rather than going through, hey LP, can you let Larissa know that I will open up this spot? It just, if I have too many people in the chain, it gets lost and confused. So it's just easier for me to communicate directly with parents. Now keep in mind, if they're like, I need this time, and you can't open it up, or you're feeling like you have to succumb to everything that every student needs, then maybe it's not a positive thing. I always tell them these are my slots. I'm not open this week. I'm not open the next week. So they might have to book it 3 weeks later. And I might, because I don't teach a ton. And so I only give that to my students that I consistently teach, and they have to reach out to me. So it is a lot of effort on the parents, but it does pay off because then they have a consistent teacher. So I do use WeChat to schedule classes with these students. The third tip I have, and this comes back to scheduling. When I took August off, I flip-flopped my schedule where I was sleeping in until 7 or 8 when my kids woke up, and then I would stay up until 2 a.m. because I had to work at night when they'd go to bed. They'd go to bed at 8 and then I would work. And it's crazy when you're editing a video, when you're working on a project, time just flies. And when you don't have like, I have to finish because the kids are awake, then you can work for a long time. And I did not like that I was staying up so late. I got sick, like I said. So my suggestion is to keep the same schedule. Try and still wake up at an early time, even though it's so hard. Maybe have a workout in the morning so you can get going. If you do take off that time, try and keep a similar schedule on sleep and waking up, because it's really hard to transition back into waking up early. I mean, it took me maybe a week. It wasn't a huge long time, but it took a lot of like, I can't take a nap today. Kind of took a couple of those days. So I wish that I had not stayed up so late that month and had that consistent bedtime. Much more productive now. If you are looking for taking time off for a baby, I do have a VIPKid baby diary series, and I'll leave the playlist linked in that little eye at the top. Is it here or is it here? It's one of them. One of those. Up at the top, and then I'll also leave it in the description box so you can check out that series on what did I do when I had a baby, with maternity leave, with coming back, how did I handle that whole situation, because sometimes like, what did someone else do? Tell me. So that's the last time I took time off, if you want to check out that series. If you are not a VIPKid teacher, I would love to be your coach. This is where I spend a majority of my time, is helping and coaching others through the process. I love it, love it, love it. I love helping others find a resource and passion for teaching online, and also a source of income from home. Working from home, I just think that it's so cool that I can help others find that, and what a blessing it is. And another thing that I also have for current teachers, I'll leave in the description box, is I have an ebook on how to start recruiting. I have 5 steps to start recruiting if you're looking on stepping up in your own online business, your online teaching business, and kind of going a little bit further, going beyond teaching with your own platform. I'd love to teach you more, so stay tuned here. Guys, for now, make sure that you choose to be happy, and you got this. Thank you for tuning into this video. I appreciate you, and I know that you're going to have an excellent day. I hope this video gave you a boost. I love sharing energy here, so you can take that energy and share it with those that you come in contact with today. Okay guys, we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.